Shabbat Shalom, Temple Emmanuel. We enter this week into the Torah portion, which is called Mishpatim, which means laws. And after standing at Sinai last week, this we really articulate not just laws, but how we build the tabernacle and how we begin to start to head towards being that people that is a light to the nations, one that is based on justice and love and compassion and fairness and equality for all. This Torah portion, besides being called Mishpatim, it's also called Shabbat Shekalim, from the Israeli shekel, from that money, the monetary term, is that this week we read about that everyone in the Israelite society, all Bnei Yisrael, the children of Israel, have to pay. They have to pay a half a shekel, a chetzi shekel, for what the Torah says is a ransom for their soul. It's so nothing bad happens to them, but in reality it's that they need to be part of supporting the community. And that chetzi shekel, and here's the beautiful piece about it, is that no matter whether you're rich or whether you're poor or how much money you have, everyone pays a chetzi shekel. They all pay the same. To show that everybody's voice and every individual has the same value in the community. Everyone is valued. And we live in a world and in a society that doesn't necessarily value different voices. They don't necessarily value each individual, depending on our differences and on our background, our religion, our race, our gender, our marital choices. So in today's day and age, this message from Shabbat Shekalim of equality is really important, and a message that we all should internalize. How do we look at people who may be different from us? Now, in our world, in the United States of America, we never take freedom for granted. However, 22 years ago, as we celebrate this year the 65th anniversary of Temple Emmanuel, when our building was built, we didn't consider, and nobody really did at the time, people who were somewhat different. We have a beautiful sanctuary that we're standing in at the moment, but somebody who arrives in one of these, or a walker, can't get up on our bima. And February is known as Jewish Disability Awareness Month. The month that we look internally to see how far we've come. And Temple Emmanuel is an amazing place with an incredible resource room for our children, with Just For You services and support of special needs for those who want a smaller, more intimate, no shush service. However, there's much more that we can do. And until this wheelchair, for example, can roll up on this bima and participate with Torah, we have work to do. So on the 22nd, Sunday, February 22nd, from 9 to 10 p.m., we're kicking off a brand new committee called the Congregational Inclusion Committee. And congregational inclusion committees are beginning to sprout up all over the country to take a look at what we do in not just physical space, but programmatically, at how we can include everyone in everything that we do here at the temple. So chaired by Tracy Diamond and Phil and Cindy Wozniak, this new inclusion committee is going to take a look and see the world through somebody who has a disability, somebody who may not see the world exactly as you do, as I do, as others do. Somebody who sits in a wheelchair or who may have a different disability should all be welcomed, accepted, and accommodated here in our incredible temple. So Sunday the 22nd, 9 to 10 p.m., come and join us for our kickoff inclusion committee. Followed by the next week on the 27th at Friday night, which is our annual Inclusion Shabbat, where we'll welcome Shelley Christensen, who is a national leader, national inclusion guru, working with synagogues across the country to make everything inclusive. She'll be here and she'll share her story. And the next morning, Saturday morning, She'll be doing a special training, not just for our inclusion committee, but anybody who wants to come, on how we create inclusion here in the Jewish community. Come and join us for any one of those or all of them as we together continue to pave the way for Temple Emmanuel to be that place that all can call home. As Isaiah teaches, may this house be a house of prayer for all people. So before that, we take one Shabbat at a time. This Shabbat, Friday night, we have our Tat Shabbat service at 6 p.m., followed by always our Tat Lach dinner. 8 p.m., our regular Shabbat service. Also at 6 p.m., we'll have our Come As You Are service. Saturday morning, we continue with Torah study at 9:15, followed by another one of our very highly successful learner services. You don't have to be in 5th and 6th grade or 5th and 6th grade family to come. Come and learn and join us on this Shabbat as we continue to celebrate the beauty of Shabbat with our community and with those who want to call Temple Emmanuel our home. So Shabbat Shalom and happy Jewish Disability Awareness Month. Let's come together to make a difference and say that this house shall be a house of prayer for all people. Shabbat Shalom, Temple Emmanuel.